When you think Phaze, you should really think mid lane control and power. The master line's always been known for being able to control the mid lanes and have its potential as it goes through the pins, and with the Phaze, this is no exception. We now have something that we're very certain is going to read the mid lanes, but give us a lot of control and power as it comes off the spot down lane. The velocity core featured in the Phaze has a really centralized, heavy, dense mass. This lowers the RG values. That helps the ball read the mid lane. Then when we take it and we started cutting away the contours on the side, that created elongation, and it's differential to the ball. Finally, when we matched it with a heavy-weighted slug, that brings its differential up to the 50s. We now have a ball that we're quite confident will meet the mid lane very, very well. That, with a very smooth and continuous motion on the dry, gives us a ball that is controlled, a reaction that you can read and depend upon. So to demonstrate how this ball rolls, we have Chad that's going to throw some shots for us. With his higher rev rate, we should be able to see how well this controls the mid lane and how smooth of a reaction you can expect off the bat. Chad's game is about 18 miles an hour off his hand, 470 RPMs, 45 degrees of axis rotation, and 10 degrees of tilt. We put Chad on a 38-foot sport-compliant pattern. We opted to use a pin-down layout at 5.5 by 5 by 4.5. So this particular layout with Chad's game really exemplifies how clean this ball reads the pattern and how smooth the motion is and how continuous it is through the pins. The versatility of the cover stock is evident. No matter how we finished it, we still saw the same strong mid lane with that smooth motion off the back. This is the type of cover stock that you can have faith in no matter what surface prep you decide to go with. We put Chad on a 42-foot pattern as well, using a pin-up layout. So by using a 5.25 by 5 by 2.5 inch, we're able to get this ball to read the mid part of the lane a little bit earlier. This gave the ball a lot of continuation through the mid lane, but you can still see how smooth and controlled it is as it exits the pattern. What makes the Phaze so unique is the AX16 cover stock. This particular cover stock is very cool in the fact that it's a chemical difference that you can physically see. When we put the baseline materials together and then we add in the additives, the curing process is where the difference in chemistry becomes evident. Because as the ball physically cures and the cover stock begins to harden and take shape, that's where you actually see the color start to shift, or in this case, phase. So when we started developing this cover stock, this color shifting and phasing really led us into the next evolution of cover stock technology. So to demonstrate, we'll take a baseline polyol, very clear, very clean, and we'll pour it on top of our additives. Now in order to get this to activate, we have to heat it up in order for it to catalyze. So by adding some heat to it, you can start seeing the dispersion into the polyols, and that's what really starts this baseline chemistry reaction. So with the additives that we chose and the polyol, the phasing in it's apparent, and that's how this ball really gained its name. The velocity weight block, low RG, high differential, mid-lane potential, continuation on the back. The AX16 cover stock, a brand new polyol with brand new additives. Combine the two together and you can expect a difference that you can visibly see. It looks different because it is different.